Hello and welcome back to another Project HD video. Today it is episode 8 of season 2 of Villarreal Career Mode, and this is officially the last gameplay episode. The very last one with Villarreal. We will be moving on to England and we will be moving on to bigger things. People did request actually for a second season completed before we do move on to a different club. But the international management offer came in very early and I just could not resist. England's one of them sides which, well, you know, they're one of them sides that you find a bit awkward on career mode. They don't really have a very good team. A lot of it just suddenly turns into dead wood. Stalemate, dead wood. But look at this build-up. That is fabulous build-up. And it was a bit scrappy at the end as the ball was just deflected back to Costa's feet, and maybe a bit of luck in that build-up right at the very climax of it. But overall, the build-up there was brilliant, and he is telling them how to do it because really, what it should be is it should be them sitting down. It should be Espanyol's players sitting down and all of my players standing up and saying, right, that is how you do it, matey. But Espanyol weren't letting up. I mean, it was the 85th minute before they got their opportunity of the game. And as it was whipped in, it found Storari, but Storari couldn't quite get his head on it. And although he did, it wasn't quite powerful enough either way. It was offside. And as the ball was played into the middle, we almost got a definitive goal as Simon Romero smashes the upright. And then it comes back out to Schneiderlin, who lays it off to Aquino. Aquino lobs it back over to no one. Aquino again collects it on the last third. And then we play it wide to Mario Gaspar. Mario Gaspar runs into the area. Mario Gaspar plays it into the middle. Romero! He hits it, and Simon Romero gets another goal to his name. So he's been pretty decent so far this year, Simon Romero. He's actually got a few goals to his name, and you know, I think overall he was a pretty decent signing as, a free agent pretty much. Again, pre-contract free agent that is. So we actually do win that game, and it's really nice to actually come away with the win. By this point I knew I was leaving Villarreal, and the fans know I'm leaving. And it's a bit of a shame, and I know I'm no legend here, but I'm a bit of a hero. I mean, I've really, I've done decent. I mean, Europa League qualification, first cup and first trophy in many, many years. I think that's all they really could have asked for from me, and I think this year, if we would have carried on, who knows where we could have ended up. I hope that my legacy-ish is left. I just hope they don't continue to concede so many goals here at this side when the next manager and my not predecessor, you know, person who takes over, what's the name of it? No, not predecessor. It's like after predecessor. What's the name of it? I can't remember. But unfortunately, it was actually 0-0 still here against Cork City. But talking about like that, I mean, like if they can eliminate clean sheets, my replacement. Yeah, I suppose replacement, but there's a different word for it, and I just can't put my finger on it. My successor. That's it. My successor. He will hopefully, or she, I suppose, but in the game they don't really have any she's, but he will hopefully do really well with them, and I hope I can leave my legacy for him to do, and my squad to do very well with, and hopefully he will actually be successful with them. I would like to see them do well, and by the way, whilst I am at England, I will also keep you updated on where Villarreal are in the league, etc, etc, because although Villarreal don't have any English players in their squad, I haven't signed any English players. That's a bit of a shame. It would have been nice to have had a few English players promoted to the first team from my Villarreal side. Delino coming close again with that free kick there. But we actually draw Cork City 0-0, which is a bit of a shame in our second last game and our very last Europa League or European game back in the club situation. So, again, I'm not sure what's going to happen, whether England, if we do it fast enough, we will probably continue to FIFA 15's end. But this is it, the very final game, and it's nice that it's at home. It really is. It's really nice that it's at home in front of my fans. We're fourth at the moment. I want to finish in the top 4 for the amount of time that I had. So then I know that realistically projected, we should have finished top 4. That would be really nice. And we do come really close to taking the lead here early on against Levante. And it's funny because it's ending where we started. Our first competitive game was against Levante. And it's just so many coincidences, so many little trivial, facts and stuff like that, which makes this game really special. And you can see the fans all with their masks on of Garcia Torral, because that is my name in this career mode. Of course, I always name myself the manager's name of the actual club in real life. But Aquino actually goes ahead and scores a brilliant goal, directing his dribble inside to the edge of the penalty area from the wide position. And Javier Aquino, who hasn't done too well this season for me, he's just been a substitute fringe player, been good for squad depth. Well, he was brilliant there, and I'm really glad that we got the lead. But we actually lose the lead when a brilliant bit of play, Sissoko involved in it, of course, plays it into Camarasa, and Camarasa manages to get the goal. So that's his second goal in the league of EP8 for him. But straight from it, we actually go through with Bojan, who is taken down, and Bojan is actually forced a yellow card from Camarasa there. So as soon as he gets a goal, he gets a yellow. And from the resulting free kick, Cher passes it into Pina. Pina turns, Pina blows it into Morata. Morata hits it, it's deflected, and it is blocked very well by the Levante player. And as I actually completely take out the Levante player from behind, Sissoko, I think it is in fact a takeout, Jonathan Geisch, he unfortunately does get yellow carded as well, which isn't very nice. But as the ball is lobbed in, it is just headed away just in time. Pina bursts forward here. Thomas Pina plays it into Bojan. Bojan bursting forward with a bit of agility, bit of pace, great slick dribbling, brilliant ball control. He bursts into the area, forces his way through, and isn't it nice? I've been trying so hard to get Bojan Krkić a goal, and finally Bojan gets one. It is so nice. He got one in the friendly, the first ever game I've played with him, but he's got one here, the first competitive goal under his belt, and that will really relieve pressure off him for a while. It felt so good to score Bojan on the very final day of the season, not on the season, but of the Villarreal career for me, until I will be moving on to Wembley. But it is so nice to actually get that with him and get that goal and just recertify that he is a good signing. He is a brilliant signing, and in fact, it's a real shame that we didn't get to play longer with a lot of these players, if I'm honest. But Johan Geisch, who earlier got a yellow card, gets a second yellow here after a silly challenge, and unfortunately doesn't wreck the day, but I mean a bit more discipline needed in Geisch there. Doesn't wreck my final day, I suppose, but just sort of puts a bit of a bad loom light over it. And you can see I actually do move Pina into central defensive midfield, centre this time, not right centre midfield. And that means that he can hold a diamond formation in the centre, and it will only be one striker instead of two. But as Levante were getting very close to the equaliser, I was just so determined to win this very final game. I really wanted to, because it's just a really nice way to round off final game with Villarreal. It would be lovely to win it, and you can see what on earth is going on here. Well, I eventually get it back, but my awful pass, for some reason Dorado tried to back heel it, and eventually Kolasinac does force doesn't force, the Levante player forced to throw in, but Kolasinac managed to get it clear for the throw in, and as the ball is played in, it's headed away, but apparently a free kick is drew, and I was just thinking, no, please, break your duck, Garcia Torel. Don't let what happens in every other career mode game with Villarreal happen on your final one. Don't concede after being in a winning position. And luckily I get it clear, but they will come right back at me. Ventura plays it into Ivan, and they are really pushing forward now. Everyone forward, route one tactic, just lump it into the box. The defenders have got to get the header clear. He doesn't quite reach it there, Danilo. It's played into Elzar, into Doi. What the hell? It's fired over, and we win it. And now, cue the music, people, because next episode is the very final episode. A nice montage for you guys, and just a bit of a memorial. I say memorial, no one's technically dead, it's just we're moving on from Villarreal, so a bit of an overview, a bit of a reflection on our time at Villarreal Football Club and what it means to us. Anyway, I do thank you for watching. If you're new, make sure you smash that like button, subscribe if you're new, and subscribe if you can't wait for the England Career Mode coming up very soon, and I will see you next time.